Good morning. This video is to take you with me on a trip over to Amish Country. We're going to pick up some of the quilts that you have requested, some special orders that are finished. We have some quilts, and we also have quilt tops that will be going out. Additionally, we'll come on back here to the cabin and you can take a look at some of the quilts that I have for sale, and I can tell you a little bit about where I've been the past 2 weeks and where we're going to be going in the next few weeks. So sit back and enjoy. Thanks. When we got to Emma's shop, Edna and Emma were both very excited to show us this quilt that is a specialty quilt Emma has designed, and it's for one of her clients. It is done with the southwestern theme, and it's quite beautiful. It's not finished. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's finished.
This is called Partridge Path. Partridge Path.
We also made a quick stop at Fanny's to pick up a quilt top that one of you had seen and fell in love with. I can't wait to see this one done, quilted as well. It's quite extraordinary and very unique. The color choices are so different. Okay, hang in there. Well, we got back to the cabin safe and sound and brought back a few quilts that have been created especially for you. This one is for a woman named Anne, and it was made by Emma. Anne requested it as a special order. It is a wedding anniversary, 50 years of marriage, and this is a gift she wants to give to her husband. This is a quilt that's called Autumn Glow. It is the sister quilt to Moon Glow. This backing is unique. It's just beautiful. This is Anne's own backing that she sent for the quilt. Hold your breath. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, LD. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And so this is a king-size quilt. It's okay. I think we've got it. Let's go on in close and take a little bit of a look at the quilting that's done on it. Every square inch is quilted. As you can see, Emma has pieced extensively. The colors are fall, are autumn for sure. The border is done in this beautiful shade of green, but when you flip this quilt over, look what you get. If you'll pull it, LD, we'll show them a little bit better shot of the back. There you go. And I think you're going to be so proud to give this quilt as a gift. It's a little hard to handle for one person because it is pretty extensive. Okay, let's go and let's look at the next one. And again, this quilt is called Autumn Glow, and it's done as a specialty quilt by Emma. She does not do this quilt real often, and this is by special order. And I just want to show you what I was talking about, all the quilting done on this piece. the stars. The back is as beautiful as the front. She'll be able to flip this quilt on the bed and use either side. Each is as magnificent as the other. All right, let's look at another one. Well, this is the second quilt we picked up from Emma. She tells us that this quilt is about 15 years old or so. It was created by her daughter prior to her marriage. It's called Rhode to Oklahoma, and Tina purchased it. Tina purchased another quilt by Emma, and she tells me that she's going to decide which one of these quilts she's going to finish for her sister. It's a lovely gesture. I love this scrappy quilt. I am really thinking that the potential for finishing and quilting this is going to be incredible. I would like to see it when it's finished. Again, this quilt is going to Tina, and it's an Emma's. Okay, here we have an absolutely stunning quilt. The star is part of the 50 stars of the states, of the United States, and this one is called Star of Rhode Island. If you remember, I purchased it a while ago from a woman in a new shop up northern Wisconsin. Her name was Mary, and she and her daughter Esther were running a beautiful quilt shop. Not too many quilts, but enough to make it interesting. This one is done with precision and excellence, has some of the most beautiful quilting on the fabric. The piecing is right on point. The fabric is super nice. The colors are exactly the colors of that state. Larry, will you help me pull this quilt over so I can show the back? If you remember from my video, Mary pointed out that the front and the back were equally beautiful, and if you wanted to flip this quilt and use the back side, you could, and I agree. Well done, very beautiful. This quilt is for sale again because it was sold. The person that bought it, though, never contacted me nor paid for it, and so I need to move on. I'll offer it to you for sale, and you can reach me at the end of this video. I'll tell you the cost of this quilt if you just hang in there. I have so many more to show, and I have such a big story to tell you about what's going on here at Ruby Hollow and in Amish Country. So let's take a break here, and I'll give you a little story about what's going on. So let's take a moment and talk about what's going on here at Ruby Hollow. As you can see, the snow has fallen for the first time November 10th, and you can tell by my voice that I've been a little bit sick with a cold or something's going on, but I'm tending to it. I had a call from some English women who present a quilt show every year in our state, and I was asked if I'd like to attend. Of course I will. I've been going for 2 years, but she said, no, would you like to participate? And I'm not a quilter, you all know that, but I do have quilting friends, right? I asked if I could bring some quilts from the Amish, and they said absolutely. It would be the first time, but they would absolutely like to show some Amish quilts. I'd also like to enter a quilt by an English gentleman. That would be George, the quilter from Arkansas, and they said that would be fine as well. And so that's what we'll be doing for this quilt show. And additionally, I'm going to table some of the Amish product, of course, from their gift shops, Emma's, Edna, and Esther's shops, and give them the opportunity to have some Christmas sales, some holiday sales. You know, I am a good friend of the Amish, and I do want to help them sell their product, but also would like to see people buy more handmade and crafty, artsy merchandise, and which makes wonderful gifts for the holidays. Let's shop small, let's shop local. Let's do this. Quilt that will be entered in the holiday or the annual holiday quilt show here in Wisconsin is this quilt, and it's a piece done by English quilter George, the quilter from Arkansas. The Amish ladies, of course, are not going to be entering any quilts in the show, but I will have them at my table and will display them because they are absolute works of art. I'm hoping to film the entire show, and we'll get that video out to you. Okay, here we have a beautiful quilt. It's king size, burgundies, plums, lavenders, beautiful colors, so many stars. It's spectacular, and it sparkles. It is, again, a king size quilt from ESTHER'S store, and pretty soon we're going to go over to all of the Amish shops and do some filming of the products they have in their shops. I know a lot of you have asked me to just go through the stores and focus on the products other than the quilts, so we'll go over and get that done. We're also going to film a flipping at ESTHER'S because some of you would like to have a quilt for the holidays. It's too late for a custom order, but Esther has such a variety of quilts in her shop that you could get one right away. And so we're going to head over there and do a flipping in the next week or two. My plans are also to, and yes, if you'll remember, this is the Stars over Georgetown quilt. And again, this quilt had sold, same person that bought the Star of Rhode Island, but again, it's for sale again. It's pretty spectacular. I would really love to see someone get this quilt. What do I say? The piecing is all on point. The quilting is beautiful. The stars even have a little pucker. I love that. I love that. All of that around the stars is quilted. The center medallion is pieced, and the work around the medallion is unique. I haven't seen that before. You have some hearts going on in there. You have some beautiful, beautiful scallops. I'm sure you all will recognize this quilt, and of course it's Moon Glow. It's the sister quilt to Autumn Glow. Moon Glow is very, very popular. This is just the top. It's getting ready for quilting. It's a special order. It's a king size quilt, and of course it's done by Emma. We were in Iowa, if you remember, Emma, Edna, and I, for some fabric shopping at one of the largest, most extraordinary fabric shops I've ever seen. And while there, the owner of the store offered Emma an opportunity to earn an extra 10% savings on her purchases if she would like to bring down a quilt top and display in his store for a solid 2 weeks. Well, she was so enthralled with that store that we put our heads together on the way home and decided that we'd take down a finished Moon Glow and display it in his store, that's for sure. So Ellen D and I will be on our way down there in a few weeks with a quilt to show. Additionally, we had gone over to, Edna and Emma and I had gone over to Harmony, Minnesota, which is the home of a pretty large size Amish community in Minnesota. And apparently Emma's mother, prior to her passing, had some merchandise quilts on display in a shop there. We were hoping to get into the shop and pick those quilts up so Emma could bring them home again. However, the shop was closed and we couldn't reach the owner. I finally was able to reach the owner when we got home, and I really feel like I want to do this much for Emma. And the owner and I discussed my coming over there in the next month or so and picking up any of the property of Emma's mother. And in turn, we'll be given a tour of Amish Country in Harmony, Minnesota. It should be great. Those are videos that'll probably be coming out in January. So stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm getting up there in numbers. I have a new goal. My goal was 5,000. That's an easily done number. I'm looking to get to 10,000 viewers. I hope to see that in 2026. So if you're enjoying these, and if you're enjoying the direction I'm going with my videos, please let me know. Ask any questions. Comment as many times as you like. Let me know what you like about these videos. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I will oblige as much as I can. And so, the quilt show that I mentioned, the annual holiday quilt show, if you live in Wisconsin, it's November 29th and 30th, and you can get over to it. It's really a wonderful show, and there's also a lot of gifts and vendors there. You will enjoy shopping, I think, for the holidays. The show is the 29th and the 30th. It's in Elroy, Wisconsin. Just a small town here in the Driftless, but it brings in a lot of quilters. Secondly, if you are interested in a quilt for the holidays, we're going to do a flipping over at ESTHER'S, and so I would hope to have that video out and ready for you next week, Sunday. This week I have a woman coming from Minnesota to check up and check in on her specialty quilt, the Alaska, and so we'll probably film a little bit of us going over to the Swartz and Trubers to look at that. I hope they're pretty far on it. We'll find out. I also want to say thank you to a lot of you who have been out visiting this group of Amish. I've had some viewers who've come as far away as New Zealand. I couldn't believe it. The girls do tell me in every one of the shops that people have been in and have been telling them that they are fans of the channel and fans of the quilt shops. And most recently, 2 of you were in Emma's shop and mentioned to her that you had seen the video of them in the fabric quilt shop in Iowa. I wonder who you are, but whoever you are, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for stopping in and making purchases. If you didn't find what you wanted in this video, again, there'll be a few more coming out before the holidays. I also want to tell you that additionally, in February, I will be attending an expo in Madison, which is our state capital here in Wisconsin. I have an opportunity to display quilts. Again, I'm going to take Amish quilts, and I'm also going to speak. I'm going to do a little lecture about the Amish in our state and their dedication and their skills, quilting skills. And the story behind it. I'm working on it. If you have any questions, if you have anything you can add to it, if you have anything you'd like me to mention, be sure to put a comment in here. Like, subscribe. I am trying to get to 10,000 for 2026. I hope I do. But thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. I am getting better, just so you know. I just sound a little rough yet, but talk soon. Bye. See you.